Hi Gemini, welcome. This is Taurus Tarot, and I'm Joy, your tour guide. Just kind of tapping in to see what the energy is for the first 2 weeks of December. Yeah, so, you know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Also, you know, put a comment down below, and that way I can kind of tap into your energy a little bit better the next time around, and there'll be more of you in that reading. Yeah, so okay, let's see what we got, because a bunch of cards fell out. Oh, we got the Four of Wands, the Star, wow, Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, that is some pretty strong energy coming through. Yeah, so, you know, when I first started shuffling the cards, I was really feeling this energy of freedom, of kind of like breaking free, of throwing your cares to the wind. I mean, not in a careless way, but definitely kind of letting go of all those ideas of what you're supposed to be, all those expectations of what you're supposed to be, and just kind of like starting fresh almost. Yeah. So the Four of Wands, I'm really feeling like this this real stability for you. It doesn't focus that well, does it? But yeah, so just feeling like this real stability, like this real stable foundation. And I don't know if it, you know, comes to if it is referring to like family or work, or maybe both. Friendship, I just heard. It just feels like things are kind of like just really all together for you. Like things are like really in place for you. Things are good, you know, they're just good. There's no, like, I don't feel any difficult energy coming through at all. In fact, it feels very hopeful. Yeah, it feels very hopeful. Feels like this energy of like just being really positive about the future, like feeling really positive about the future, and for good reason, because it does feel like some seriously positive energy for these first 2 weeks of December. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords right next to each other, and the Star in front of that, right? So it's like the Star and then the Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. And so it's like this real hopefulness for the future, and but for good reason, because everything is kind of like coming together. You know, the Ace of Swords is really like, you know, a gift from the universe, and so is the Ace of Pentacles. But the Ace of Swords is like, just feels like some real clarity about the direction that you're moving in, clarity about the people in your life, the situations in your life, just like feeling good, like transparency. I just heard, you know, that there's nothing like you have to, there's no energy of like having to guess what people are saying, or having to interpret people's behaviors, or you know, or people like kind of act in a certain way and it's unclear to you. This feels like real clarity for you. This feels like there's no questioning. It feels like knowing. Yeah. And what a nice feeling, knowing. Sometimes there's this energy of like indecisiveness, right? But this is like the opposite of that. But like, what I'm trying to make the point of what this energy feels like, which is the opposite of indecisiveness. It's like, you know, somebody asks you, oh, where do you want to go to eat? Oh, I don't know, we could go eat Korean food, or no, maybe Indian food sounds good. Oh, but man, you know, American burger sounds really good too. And it's like, there's all these options, right? That's the energy of indecisiveness. There's all these options, and you can't choose any of them, and they're all great, but you just can't make a decision about them. That's the opposite of what this energy here is. This is like knowing. It's just knowing. It's like you don't even have to think about it. It's like, you know already. It's like somebody asks you where you want to eat, Korean for sure. You know, it's like you just already know. And maybe it's kind of like sort of being really connected to yourself, being really tuned into yourself. Yeah, this clarity comes when you're really tuned into yourself, when you're just feeling really connected to yourself. Yeah. And then behind that, we have this, or next to that, we have this Ace of Pentacles energy. And again, this just feels like really good groundedness, you know, stability. I don't know why, but the moon in the background is making its presence known. And to me, that feels like intuition. And it just kind of feels like what this card was talking about, which is being connected to yourself, to your higher self. Yeah, to your intuition, to your knowing. Yeah. So this is some real stability, some real groundedness in, or finding groundedness in your intuition. Yeah. Like just feeling really like stable and secure and good, just really positive, really positive. Just like a lot of just like freedom, you know. You're not constrained by your thoughts at all. You're not constrained by your thoughts at all. You don't go back and forth, or you don't perseverate on things that have happened, or perseverating on things that could happen. No, you just feel this in the moment now kind of clarity. And this also does feel like financial stability too, you know, kind of comes with that groundedness, right? And maybe it's not exactly where you want your finances to be, but this is definitely an energy of like not really having to worry about it, not having to worry about how you're going to pay that bill, or, you know, how you're going to, you know, buy that thing that you need, you know, like new tires or whatever it is, right? That's what this feels like. It feels really good. Really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. So some definitely positive energy for you these first 2 weeks of December. You're just kind of feeling it. And I just kind of, I don't know, I just got the feeling for some reason that I heard Christmas spirit, and I'm not a Christmas person. I used to be very much so. I used to be very much into Christmas. Used to love to decorate. Used to love to buy presents and wrap them. And but I just kind of lost that feeling for Christmas, because it just was kind of became so commercial and superficial, and it was hard. I want to start new traditions, right? But for you, it feels like you get really excited about Christmas. You still feel all of that joy and that joy of giving that Christmas brings. And I think that that's kind of the energy that is going to be you know, flowing for you the first 2 weeks of December, is definitely this energy of feeling really good, feeling really free, feeling you know, like really no cares in the world. You know, that just everything just feels like it's falling into place, and what a great feeling. Yeah, what a great feeling. I hope we all get to have that the first 2 weeks of December. You know, so anyway, that's what it is for you, Gemini. Yeah, I hope it turns out to be so for you. All right, so aloha, I love you, and namaste.